Have you ever noticed something strange? Some people study English for 10 years and still hesitate when they need to speak. Meanwhile, other people who started much later seem to communicate confidently, express their ideas clearly, and participate in conversations without fear. Why does that happen? Is it talent? Is it intelligence? Is it because they attended expensive schools? Is it because they were born with special language abilities? The answer may surprise you. In most cases, the difference is not talent. The difference is action. Many learners spend years preparing to speak English. Very few spend years actually speaking English. And that changes everything. Welcome back to Daily English. Today, we're going to have one of the most important conversations you will ever hear about learning English. Not because I am going to teach you hundreds of grammar rules. Not because I am going to give you a list of difficult vocabulary words. But because today we're going to talk about something much deeper. We're going to talk about confidence. We're going to talk about habits. We're going to talk about the hidden reasons why so many intelligent people struggle with English even after years of study. And more importantly, we are going to talk about how to change that. Because I want you to understand something right now. Your English is probably much better than you think. The problem is not always your knowledge. Very often, the problem is your relationship with English. Many learners see English as an enemy, a test, a source of embarrassment, a constant reminder of what they cannot do. And when you approach English with fear, every conversation feels dangerous. Every mistake feels painful. Every speaking opportunity feels stressful. But what if you changed that relationship? What if English became a tool instead of a test? What if mistakes became feedback instead of proof of failure? What if speaking became practice instead of performance? And that is exactly what we are going to work on today. Before we continue, I want to ask you something. Why are you learning English? Take a moment and think about it. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to study abroad. Maybe you want to communicate with people from around the world. Maybe you want to grow your business. Maybe you simply want to prove to yourself that you can do it. Whatever your reason is, remember it. Because your reason matters. When motivation disappears, your reason keeps you moving. And trust me, motivation will disappear sometimes. There will be days when you feel inspired. And there will be days when you feel frustrated. That is normal. Learning a language is not a straight line. Some days you will feel fluent. Some days you will feel like a beginner. The key is continuing anyway. If you're excited to improve your English with me, make sure you subscribe to Daily English, like this video, and leave a comment telling me your country and your biggest English challenge. I love reading your comments because they remind me that this community includes learners from all over the world. And no matter where you are, we are on this journey together. Now, let's begin with a simple truth that many learners never hear. Confidence does not come from knowing everything. Confidence comes from surviving situations where you do not know everything. Think about that for a moment. Many people believe confidence comes before action. Actually, confidence comes after action. Imagine a person learning to swim. Would they become confident by reading books about swimming? They become confident by entering the water. The same principle applies to English. You become confident by using English. Not by waiting. Not by preparing forever. Not by collecting grammar books. You become confident through experience. I once worked with a learner named Daniel. Daniel understood grammar extremely well. He could explain complex sentence structures. He knew advanced vocabulary. He scored very high on written exams. But whenever someone asked him a simple question in English, he froze.
Why?
Because he had trained knowledge. He had not trained communication. Communication is a skill. And like any skill, it improves through repetition.
Imagine a musician.
A musician does not become great by reading about music. They become great by practicing. A football player improves through practice. A chef improves through cooking. A speaker improves through speaking. And an English learner improves through using English. This sounds obvious. Yet many people spend years doing everything except the thing they want to improve. They study English. They think about English. They worry about English. But they rarely speak English. That must change. Today I want to introduce you to a powerful idea: progress over perfection. This idea can transform your entire learning journey. Many learners refuse to speak because they want perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, perfect vocabulary, perfect sentences. But perfection is a moving target. You never reach it. Even native speakers make mistakes. Even professional speakers occasionally forget words. Even experienced teachers continue learning. Perfection is not the goal. Communication is the goal. Imagine two learners. The first learner waits until every sentence is perfect. The second learner speaks every day, makes mistakes, learns from them, and keeps going. Which learner becomes fluent faster? The second learner. Every single time. Because action creates improvement, and improvement creates confidence. Now, let me share one of the most powerful fluency strategies that almost nobody talks about. Most learners focus on words. Fluent speakers focus on patterns. This is a huge difference. For example, many learners memorize the word decision. But fluent speakers learn entire patterns such as make a decision, reach a decision, a difficult decision, an important decision. Now they can use the word naturally. Language is not built from isolated words. Language is built from patterns. This is why advanced learners focus on phrases. Instead of memorizing, opportunity, memorize. A great opportunity, a business opportunity. I had an opportunity to. This opportunity changed my life. Notice how much more useful that becomes. When you learn language in chunks, your brain retrieves it faster during conversations. And speed matters. Most speaking problems are not knowledge problems. They are retrieval problems. The words exist somewhere in your mind. You simply cannot access them quickly enough. Learning patterns helps solve that problem. Now, let's talk about another challenge. Fear of judgment. This fear stops millions of learners from reaching their potential. Maybe someone laughed at your pronunciation. Maybe someone corrected you in a rude way. Maybe you felt embarrassed during a conversation. These experiences can leave emotional scars. But I want you to remember something. Most people are thinking about themselves, not about you. They are worried about their own mistakes, their own problems, their own insecurities. That realization is incredibly freeing because it means you can stop performing and start learning. Let me give you an example. Imagine you are attending an international conference. You meet someone from Brazil, another person from Japan, another from Germany, another from Kenya, another from Turkey. Do you think everyone speaks perfect English? Of course not. But they communicate.
Why?
Because communication is about connection, not perfection. The goal is understanding, not impressing. And once you truly understand that, speaking becomes easier. Now, I want to introduce an advanced fluency principle. Most learners focus on vocabulary expansion, but advanced learners focus on vocabulary activation. There is a difference. Vocabulary expansion means learning new words. Vocabulary activation means actually using the words you already know. Many learners know thousands of English words, but only use a few hundred actively. Your active vocabulary is more important than your passive vocabulary.
So, here's a challenge.
Choose 10 words you already know. Create sentences with them. Use them in conversations. Record yourself speaking with them. Activate what you already possess. You may be surprised by how much English is already inside your mind. Another important lesson. Stop comparing your beginning to someone else's middle. Comparison destroys motivation. You see someone speaking confidently online. What you don't see are the years of practice behind that confidence. You see the result, not the process. You see the performance, not the struggle. Every confident communicator was once nervous. Every expert was once inexperienced. Growth takes time, and that is okay. Think about a tree. A tree does not grow overnight. But if you look back after 1 year, the difference is remarkable. Your English works exactly the same way. Daily improvement may seem small, but over months and years, the results become extraordinary. And that brings us to one of the biggest mistakes learners make. They underestimate consistency. People often search for secrets, special methods,
Magique technique.
shortcuts. But the truth is surprisingly simple. Consistency beats intensity. 30 minutes every day is usually more powerful than 5 hours once a month.
Why?
Because language learning is about repetition. Your brain learns through repeated exposure, repeated listening, repeated speaking, repeated reading, repeated practice. The more frequently you interact with English, the more natural it becomes. Language is not a subject. It is an experience. And experiences must be repeated. Now, let's discuss another advanced fluency strategy: emotional learning. Most people try to learn English through information, but the brain remembers emotion far more effectively than information. Think about a memorable day from your life. You probably remember it clearly because it had emotional significance. The same principle can improve your English. Instead of learning random sentences, learn sentences connected to your life. Talk about your goals.
Talk about your family.
Talk about your experiences. Talk about your dreams. Talk about your challenges. When English becomes personal, it becomes memorable. And when it becomes memorable, it becomes easier to use. That is why I encourage learners to create personal examples instead of copying generic examples from textbooks. Your life is your best language learning resource. And the more you connect English to your real experiences, the faster your fluency develops. We have covered a lot already. If this lesson is helping you rethink the way you learn English, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to Daily English, and comment with one sentence about your biggest dream. Write it in English. Don't worry if it isn't perfect. The goal is participation. The goal is growth. The goal is progress. And progress begins with action. Now, let's continue with one of the most important lessons of all: the difference between knowing English and owning English.